Alright, hello everyone and welcome to a WARNO video. This is a ranked 1v1 match. My name is Phoenix here and I will be commentating along this ranked experience here. So starting on the right side, the blue side is myself. The left side, the red team, let's say, is Dark Blades. This is a mirror match on death row. Quite a long map. Quite narrow. Forests on the outsides, of course. Personal opinions aside, just speaking objectively, this is a decent map. It's got its quirks and its kinks, but I personally don't mind it too much. I just tend to get my ass handed to me in this map. But yeah, so we're gonna start deploying down here. I'll speed it up here. I've got some Fallschirmjäger, some Luxes, more Fallschirmjäger, and some Scimitars. The idea with these guys is I'm gonna take them to the middle, unload all of the Fallschirmjäger here in this town area, get the Luxes in a good fire support position, unload more Fallschirmjäger over here, backed up by a Jaeger Aufklauer recon squad, and then the 3 Scimitars around this area will provide fire support. Now my opponent, Dark Blades here, he's got all his stuff. He's got Palo Milan 2s, a lot of them, 3 of them in fact, Fallschirmjäger on his side as well, Luxes, 4-man Fallschirmjäger Aufklauer squads, excuse me. Lots of Jaeger, Pioneer Flam, lots of Fliegerfaust as well for AA. He's got 6 of them now, 9 of them. Wow, that's a lot. Personally, not of the opinion that those are very effective, but you know, to each his own. I mean, everybody's got their own way of doing things. I think they might have gotten a couple kills in this game, so maybe I'll eat my words later. I bring my Milan 2 up in the middle myself, and got a Jaeger, Fallschirmjäger squad going on the left side. Another Jaeger Aufklauer squad we're going to unload over there and provide recon. Sicherung squad for support. Jaeger Aufklauer is going into this building over here on this corner for recon and oversight into this area. As well as to get some sort of edge on the line of sight into these areas here. I'm going to go ahead and hide the panel now and play this out from the rest of my perspective, the rest of the way in my perspective. Just so you can see my orders. I'll go through my train of thoughts and what I was doing here. To give you context, I don't really play rank too much. I mean, I like playing competitively myself. I like playing casually. I've been playing Eugene games for a long time. You know, it's all just kind of to each his own and how you want to have fun with the game, right? But I'm getting into the competitive stuff a little bit more and, you know, hoping to really do well here. And Dark Blades was a very tough opponent. As we see these Fallschirmjäger getting into an engagement with their opposite here. Milan 2's coming out of the forest here toward my units, ending up getting a kill on this Lux soon. I've got another Polar Milan in this tree line as well. Nothing on the left side, pretty quiet, other than the Fallschirmjäger squad that went a little bit too deep and got killed over there. I ended up killing his squad over here. I do end up losing this Lux, as I mentioned. And yeah, we've got Scimitars coming up for support, giving a little bit of a line of sight. Absolutely no mercy on the empty transports. Not here. No. Scimitars are going to have a field day with those, of course. Poor transports. They didn't really do anything. I've got Leopards in support, a few Leopard 1A1s, a Gepard as well that I got at the start. Supply truck hiding in the back just in case I need them. But not really too much happening here other than these Milan 2 teams that keep seeing my recon units somehow. These units with mediocre stealth. Wonder if they ever spotted these guys over here. We could go to his perspective and see what he sees. He does see one of them. So he knows something is here. But he's only got some Jaeger, Pioneer Flams. Fallschirmjäger looks... I say only, because he's got like 8 units over there. We get a good engagement going over here with you know, our own Fallschirmjäger, sorry, not Fallschirmjäger, Jaeger Aufklärer squads. My Sitrungs joined the battle, but don't think it's gonna help too much when the Pioneer Flams come in and end up roasting me. This left side is gonna get really spicy here soon. We'll check on that in just a bit. Let's go back down over here. The looks, engaging my scimitars. I lost one of them, but you know, 2 scimitars are still gonna have an easy time with the looks. Fallschirmjäger squads are gonna have to back off. They're outranged by these guys who need supplies pretty badly. Now I know there's stuff in here. I saw the supply truck over there with my helicopter, so I'm going after that. There's the alert from my Jaeger Aufklärer squad going down. We'll hide the panel, and we retreat our Sitrungs. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is not live, obviously. This is a pre-recorded replay. I'd like to thank Eugen for the opportunity to record this video. Who am I kidding? I bought the video game. Recon chopper going up over here. And this is a bit funny. I'll switch to my opponent's perspective soon because he's going to sneak a Fallschirmjäger squad in a supply truck right through here and end up all the way through here without this chopper ever spotting it at all. Oh, and look at, there they are. Should we see what the line of sight is on the, oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. That's interesting. Should we turn that one off and just hit C? Ah, that's, oh, because it's the same thing, right? It's the same line of sight tool. That's funny. I know they've got stealth. I understand. I know. Trust me, I know. Trust me. I'm aware. But that's an issue right there. I don't know. I mean, at least if it's not gonna be accurate, that's a problem. You know what I mean? If it's not actually that far, then don't show me that it's that far. As my other helicopter goes down over here to the Fliegerfaust in the forest. Leopard 185 taking some shots at my infantry moving across. I don't know how they see that, although these are stealth moving across the open. I guess maybe that's the reason. Being in the forest must give you an insane stealth penalty, huh? Wink, wink. Not penalty. That's not the right word. You know what I mean. A buff. An advantage. So let's let this play out a little bit. We've got a lot to watch here. As I call in an incredible amount of Sitrungs. I don't remember how many this was. Let's count. 8 Sitrung squads. Now, I'm no math major, but that's a lot of Sitrungs. And you're going to see exactly what these 88 Sitrungs, these brave German soldiers, are going to accomplish over here. Making quite a bridgehead for us as my other Jaeger Aufklärer squads engage some Fliegerfaust on the flank here. I end up making short work of these guys as I move toward a decent flank over there, just trying to you know, cause some disruption along the back line. I don't really have any heli-borne infantry in this deck, so that's out of the window here. We're all on the ground. This is kind of like a complete ground and pound deck, you know, like it's you just gotta kind of throw units at him, grind him out, especially, you know, in a mirror match like this, as the opponent has capped +5 on me now. He's got the middle zone, and he's got his side zone. I'm a little bit lacking on this. I believe, yeah, my CV is on the way for the side zone, but I don't end up capping the middle zone for a few more minutes. We're at 7 minutes into the game right now. I probably won't cap for another 5 or 6 more minutes. You'll see when it comes in, though. I'll make a big fuss about it. So the Sitrungs are in. We've got the Sitrungs. Now, when I started this game, my intention was not to go for the side, but since I didn't encounter much resistance in the middle here, and I was able to kind of keep my build up, and same over here, just kind of able to keep the ground I held, not really overextend myself too much. I figured I'd focus here on the +2 and try to establish multiple attacks. This is something personally that I've been trying to work on getting better at this game is attacking multiple things at the same time. I know attacking in this game can be difficult enough as is. There's quite a large defensive advantage. Spotting is quite difficult. However, you have to attack. You have to advance units. You have to get up in your opponent's face, and you've got to, establish zone control. I mean, this game is all about gaining control of these points, and certain divisions are better at that than others, right? But the second is quite special. I mean, they get there early, they get there fast, they hit hard. They've got a lot of fire support, a lot of backup, a lot of recon, and quite a lot of tanks for an infantry division. So you've got a lot of options here. As I bring up one of those vehicles, a scimitar, and I believe I've got a leopard. I've got 3 leopard 1A, or 2 1A1s and a leopard 1A5 coming in, along with the Gepard. Here is my command infantry that I'm going to sit here behind these guys, give them a bit of a veterancy boost, as well as put a capture in this zone. We will see how difficult that is for my opponent to root out, and how difficult it is for me to keep alive. You'll see these mortars here as well. My opponent made great work of these throughout the entire game. I will say they were quite annoying. I know artillery is not in the spot that many people would like it to be in, which is essentially slightly more powerful and impactful. But he's got, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4 mortars, and I've brought in a mortar of my own to kind of start hammering out those supposed Milan 2 areas. He tried to pull an airstrike here. I believe he was able to get the plane out, but he didn't really kill any of my units. I still have 2 Jaeger units. One's quite stunned, I will say, quite suppressed. But so is his in this building here. He's going to have to get out of there. I do regret not pulling this Fallschirmjäger command unit up a little bit more, as that would have given quite a boost, much needed boost to these 1 veterancy, no veterancy. Yeah, see, they've got quite the hit to their accuracy, rate of fire, and their stress resistance, so they get stunned pretty quickly, and therefore they die pretty quickly because of the effects of being stunned. I also made a big mistake here of not attack moving them. I full on moved them, fast moved them, I guess. Yeah, bit of a mistake on my part, but that's okay, nothing that we can't handle. So we're gonna watch this play out here. My vehicles get into a bit of a sticky situation. I didn't really micro them too well beyond this point. I knew about the Jaegers here, and I attempted to get some mortars there so that they couldn't really sideshot anything. He's got another plane coming in, another HE bomber, this time at F4, trying to take out some of these Citroens. Ooh, ends up just getting 1. And for that bombing run, not losing the plane, I suppose that's alright, you know. But I've got this attack going. I'm bringing up supplies. I've got fire support. He does as well. I've got a variety of units in terms of Citroens, Jaegers, Pioneer Flams, all being present here. As I bring more Citroens into the back, I've got some AA and an IHawk coming in as well for additional AA, because, you know, I don't really like planes flying over my units and bombing them, so we don't want to allow that to happen. Milan 2 is coming in on this leopard and getting it quite an easy kill because I didn't pay attention to this. I was staging for another attack. Remember how I briefly mentioned? Ooh, another bombing run. Doesn't take anything out, but he doesn't lose the plane either. Scimitar goes on to the leopard. So, again, remember how I mentioned staging multiple attacks? Well, I was attempting to do so here, being more aggressive with my Fallschirmjäger squads, finally getting visual on these Jaeger Aufbauers, moving my Scimitars forward to engage these Jaeger squads. I know I'm going to win this even though I'm in the open. I mean, I've got fire support all day, every day. Moving this Fallschirmjäger squad to this woods over here, bringing this Jaeger Aufbauer squad over here for more recon, and then eventually moving this one over to the back line. So we've got a decent bit going for us. We've got some more tanks coming in, 4 of them, in fact, 4 Leopard 1A1s. And as the chaos ensues over here, I'm just gonna kind of poke around at the middle, try to make, you know, progressive steps into the middle territory, especially into this forest over here. This is a very pivotal forest, this whole area here. And you'll see my opponent didn't really... They put Milan 2s in there, but, you know, they would have done well to have some tanks in there as well, or maybe supply them so they could kill my stuff. Maybe they didn't have line of sight. I do get line of sight on this command unit, which he's got to move out of the point over here. So, like I said, I'm giving him a lot to manage. This is ideally what you want. Keeping your units alive is, of course, not easy, as these Fallschirmjäger have found that out. You know, they're routed and retreating. There's still an enemy Fallschirmjäger squad there. Oh, and I'm losing stuff in the back line here, as he's got a Fallschirmjäger squad that snuck all the way around. Remember? My helicopter didn't spot it, and he's going to get a cheeky kill on my Iltis CV right here. Yep. Leader going down to these guys. I already had this MW1 coming in. Look at the quick micro. Look at the quick micro just to wipe these guys out. Boom. And then making attempts to go back over here and take out the CB, which was the original target. Unfortunately, had to kind of prioritize in order to get back in the points here. And I could always take this out later with a stronger, more aggressive push on this side. But he's got 3 bombers coming in of his own. Oops. That's good in my perspective. He's not going to take out the CB. I'm doing pretty decent micro over here myself. Almost. Very, very close. Very close. And this push is just about dead. I've got no infantry coming in except for the ones that I've just called. My supplies are just about empty. I've got no tanks. My IHawk is dead in the water. I'm kind of screwed here. Hardly any supplies. I guess there's still some. No? Enough to get these guys to a 4-man. That's it. And I've got no CV here. Quite a conundrum, isn't it? Recon helicopter going down here again, which tells me there's more units here and more Flieger Fausts. Moving more Leopard 1A1s into the middle, trying to provoke engagement, I guess you could say. You know, just trying to draw out the battle in different areas, distract my opponent, and put his attention in multiple places, such as this Leopard fight. Oops. I end up getting the last shot on this Leopard, I believe. Yep, there he goes. I've got 4 more in backup, so not too big of a deal. So we're gonna bring this recon helicopter over here for some more visual assistance, since I know he's got a lot of recon. Sorry, not recon necessarily, but a lot of infantry and some tanks over there. I'm losing Leopard 1s over here in the middle. And I know there's Milans in the forest over here. I don't know what to call this forest. The Ridge Forest? I don't know. But I know I've got artillery raining down on my Cicerons, and I've got to move this command unit back. Don't really have much of a chance against any infantry units with those guys. Glad the Pioneer Flames are being brought in quickly. Another CV for this side zone here. And I'll tell you what. I only have 1 CV left in my deck at this point in the game. After losing this side CV here, and having this infantry CV up here, and calling in one in the middle and back here, I only have 1 CV left. And guess what? It's another 6-man infantry CV. Bit of a scary position to find yourself in, especially when you're down 900, almost 1,000 points, and your opponent's up +2, right? Right? Oh, I don't want to do that. So as you can see here, he stacked a bit of infantry, Flieger Faust, Cicerons, Fallschirmjäger into here. He's got some tanks to support. He's even got some base defense in there. Look at that. But little do I know, as I start using artillery to pepper those Milan 2 teams, little do I know that his command unit is sitting in this corner. There we go, doing great damage to that Milan 2 team with artillery. I don't know where my other barrage was going. Oh, don't worry, he's gonna shoot there again. I do recall getting quite a few kills with the artillery, and I believe I got counter batteried here soon. Quite a lull in the battle during this time, you could say. Well, maybe not so much anymore as the mortars and self-propelled guns awaken to counter battery mine, which I am microing out of the way. This is quite important if you want to keep this alive, moving this out of the way here. Now, something I probably should have done earlier is I probably should have utilized this artillery piece to provide smoke cover, maybe smoking off parts of this forest. Would have been good, you know, as he's going for some of the other infantry I've got sitting there. Okay, so I've loaded this side forest area. I've got a ton of stuff here. Now, why is it not letting me click anything? Okay, that's fine. Huh, weird. Bug. That's fine. Anyways, we've got a lot of infantry here. We've got Pioneer Flams to deal with his infantry. A lot more Cicerons to kind of meat shield any of the damage, soak it all up. Jaegers to follow up with AT. Pioneers for satchels, just to dump them all over his infantry in case I need to follow up with, you know, satchels. And sometimes the flames don't always do it. But 10-man flame squads, quite a novelty. Dropping in a W1 cluster on these infantry units, and that's quite effective. He's going to get away quite nicely. The Gepard over here in this forest. I thought about taking him out with these Jaeger Aufbauer squads, but I'd rather keep him right here where they are. And they do end up getting a couple things that come down this road here. You'll end up potentially seeing that later. Keep an eye out up in this corner. But yeah, kind of just extending my arms, my reach in all places. Oh, right on cue. Look, I captured a supply truck, and I believe he's got units following this up shortly. Here they go. Here's the Fuchs. He's gonna engage the munitions truck. And by then, this Iltis carrying a Milan 2 team goes down. Cicerones go down, and this Pioneer unit's gonna end up going down as well. But he does unload these, and they get gunned down by the Jaeger Aufbauers that they aren't able to see in the forest. A lot of infantry here. Oh, he's got planes coming in to bomb. Let's see how accurate they are. Hopefully not too good. Oh, he does wipe me a bit with those. Ouch. That one hurt a bit. He killed quite a few of my infantry. Did manage to do some damage to the planes. You'll see over here as well, quite a fight going down with the Jaeger Aufbauers and these Pioneers. They just aren't close enough to do the satchel damage that they need in order to win this fight. And they don't have the forest bonus. Pioneer Flams, however, a lot more powerful. They're going to come on in and do the job just fine. And that Jaeger Aufbauer squad does not get microed away in time in lieu of a bit more important things. So as we've neutralized this side point, we get up on a +2 point advantage. I'm bringing in some more looks into the middle, staging another assault for the middle cap now that I've got this crucial piece of real estate up in this corner. This isn't really a necessity. It's more just me trying to hold up anything that might disrupt this. as I don't really want to pay attention or put more resources into this than I need to. So, more of a preventative measure than anything. It's another F4F with HE bombs comes in, trying to get my CV. I put it in this area, but then I managed to move it to the side, up the zone. Got to be very careful with those infantry CVs. They're very susceptible to bombs. Large 2s that are firing. A lot of artillery. And you'll see all the infantry squads that I had. They're not having quite a great time. Martyr 183's dropped some Panzer Grenadier Karl Gustav variants. Yeah, unfortunately, those were kind of doomed from the start with the Milan 2 team sitting in this forest area over here. He's bringing in tanks to this side, reacting to my push here. I believe I had some tanks coming up as well, yeah. Some Leopard 1A5s moving into the left to help. Milan 2 is gonna fire a missile at these guys. Ooh, that would have been a good hit. Getting counter batteried with the by the Lars. And then look at this, there's an entire push happening in the middle. Just when I thought I was ready to stage an assault with, you know, the other units I was calling in, I get an assault staged on me. He's silencing my artillery, not using any smoke on his end, and throwing quite a bit of units at me. Luxes, Leopard 2s, 1, 2 Leopard 2s are out. We'll probably see a third one here soon. And yeah, kind of a scary sight if you're me. I mean, look at this. This isn't even his perspective. This is my perspective. Remember how I said recon was bad? Oops. I mean to pause it. Remember how I said recon was bad? I mean, I've got recon literally everywhere, though. Except here. I'm kind of surprised I could see any of this stuff in the middle, to be honest. We're going to get a lot of hits on this Leopard 2 here, to the point where we're going to do significant damage. I know I've got a lot of infantry over here. I'm kind of just going to counter push on the left side of the zone, the much weaker side due to the lack of 2A3s. And then continue my push over here, bringing back the low health squads to heal up. Maybe not that time. Leopards could have been microed a bit better. Ooh, let's see what this Milan missiles hits. Nice hit on the looks. Wonderful as these Jaeger squads move to advance this forest area. They're going to get into a crucial fight with this recon squad. Martyr goes down to a missile from the Milan 2s. Fuchses are going down as well. At this point, he's got a lot of infantry coming up. Damaged Leopard 2 retreating. Milan 2's firing. I've got a lot of infantry moving forward on this side, where his CV just happens to be. What can we do about that? What can we do about that? We've got an MW1 ready. We've got a Leopard 2 coming in. Enemy planes. I believe this is a bomber. HE bomber and another HE bomber as well. Yep. One misses. The other one does quite a bit of damage to the Armed Bruce squad. This plane's gonna go down here. Not worth it. Not worth it right there. Not in that engagement. Keeping my martyrs out of range of these Jaegers as I provide fire support. These guys are dead in the water. They can't really do much. He moves his CV out of the zone. And I go up +2 again. Sorry, not even +2, +5. Even better. I mean, I had the advantage ahead of time, but this poor plane. I don't know what he was going for with that. Maybe one of my tanks. Manages to get it away, but I believe it makes another pass and dies. Yeah. Nope, missile goes for my Leopard. Whoa, really close. At this point, I see the Jaeger command unit. Still have the Milan 2s over there. Oh, I should have mentioned. Remember how I said I was up +5? I missed the CV getting killed down here. He snuck a Jaeger off-power unit all the way down here and managed to burn my CV. Oh, I totally missed that. Now, I remember when I said I only had 1 CV left? Well, this is it. This is my last CV. I gotta go up +2 again here by capturing this and holding this. That's the only way that I'm gonna win this game. Unless I kill this guy that he's got in the middle, right? Now we see a Leopard 2 down there. We're trying to get arm boost squads in good ambush positions. Now, I'm not pushing further in here. I don't really need to kill his CV. I'm fine to keep what I've got here. I just want a +2, and I want to control the middle. I don't want to push all the way through here. I don't want to push all the way back here. I don't really care about that. I just want this. Ultimately, as we see another HE bomber come in and make an attempt to kill my CV, he's aiming a little bit behind, though. He gets tagged by the Gepard as I make another MW1 run, taking out the Milan team there. Almost tagging the CV as well. He's going to get taken out, unfortunately, by the Tornado F3, I believe. Yeah, sad day for that pilot. Rest in peace. Now I don't have my AA up positioned well enough to do that. This is the only AA unit I managed to bring into the middle. Sometimes that's just the way it is, especially against Tekken. You don't really have to worry about an obtuse amount of helicopters in most of your engagements. So we've got the infantry CV in there. We need to clear the rest of this out and retake our little rectangle forest over here and eventually push back, right? Tornado cluster coming in on this Leopard 2A3. I was willing to make a great sacrifice for that. And I believe, yep, as we take out the Leopard 2A3, I believe this guy gets taken down as well. No, he manages to make it out. Wow, incredible. I managed to spot this Jaeger leader unit. Leopard 2A3 is guarding him. They're not able to get any shots on this, though. Why? Oh, what is this? Oh, he sent the Tornado F3s after my plane. Let's see if they get taken down. I believe one of them is. He's got to be. No? Wow, couldn't get the final touch on him. Anyways, my Leopard 2A3 here, I bring these in at 2 vets, so I sacrifice the availability of 6 to 4 for more accurate, more lethal units. And as you can see here, oh, where are they? That one managed to vet itself up, but this guy is 1 vet. He brings his in at 1 vet, and I believe this is a big difference maker in this game in terms of what he was able to do with these units, because they were they're quite decisive pieces of the chess game that this is. As another bomber comes in and tries to take out my CV, slowly dwindling down my my infantry units, taking out the building that my Jaegers were residing in. Oh, just managing to get a last hit with the IHawk on that F4. That's a second F4 that's gone down over here to an AA unit of mine. So we've really got to get this unit killed off over here, and I don't believe this Pioneer Armed Bruce squad is going to be able to, you know, finish off the command unit. Not with a Leopard 2A3 and another infantry unit firing at it, as strong as buildings are. So I bring up this Martyr, I bring up the Leopard 2A3 to deal with his Leopard 2A3. I believe he backs off down the hill, yep. No idea how he spots that. I have no idea. Oh, probably because he's got stuff next to it. That makes sense. Missing the first rocket. Kind of disappointing me at times, these Jaegers. Stunned into silence. Bringing my command unit back and then moving them forward again. Oh no! Those bombs are just not on target. However, you're going to see, again, he takes out another supply truck of mine. I was losing supply trucks left and right all game. However, the Martyr manages to finally do it, along with an artillery barrage. Finally kill the infantry unit. Or do we? So we think. So we think. He manages to uncap and recap again. Martyr comes out, pokes. Just gets line of sight on him as we manage to finally get the kill to give ourselves the +5. Now, we're only down 250 points. We're going up an aggressive +5 here with 8 minutes left in the game. He has 2 areas he has to push into and push me out of. 1 of each, respectively. Bombs coming in as well. Another CV snipe attempt. I lose a Leopard 2 over here to his Leopard 2's He's just simply outnumbering me in that aspect. Both of these down-vetted Leopard 2s, though, are going to get quite the kick-in from my 2-vet Leopard 2A3. I say that as he misses and has to retreat. Does he get another shot off? He does, and he hits the front one. Oh, and there's a fourth! The plot thickens. Another Leopard 2A3 takes a shot at this guy. Quite a bit of damage. We're gonna do a bit of smoke and retreat here. AA jet hovering around just for the protection against, you know, potential bombers that might come in. Let's close that panel. Now we've got the cap. We've got the +5. We're in draw range now, but that's not enough. We gotta go for the victory. We gotta go for the full W. Officially passing tie range. I'm just trying to shove infantry in here as best as I can. More Jaeger squads coming in to support the already overwhelmed and undersupplied Pioneer Flams. They're just getting outranged by these Jaeger units, and another HE bomber comes in to finally dispatch this Jaeger squad. Unfortunately... Oh, never mind. I was quite surprised that a lot of bombs seem to not be on target. When you see an airstrike coming in like that, you think, oh boy, please no. And that's exactly how I felt the whole game. It's just lucky that he couldn't connect on some of those, and they would have been pivotal, game-changing, absolutely game-changing strikes. Don't get me wrong. And now that both my MW1s have been dispatched, I've got nothing to deal with his infantry clumps. I do have something to deal with these tanks, however, in the form of my cluster jet. Just hadn't really felt the need to utilize it up to this point. He's gonna get some bombs off just behind the CV. Made you look. Not gonna happen. Take out a Leopard 2 over here with these armed squads, damaging another very heavily and routing him. The third one is also incredibly damaged. These guys are out of ammo, though. They need to retreat. Now, I recognize this and see that my Leopard 2 here could do something about it. I believe he starts to take shots, as does this guy over here. Side shot? Nice. Side shot with the Leopard 1A5. I believe this guy gets another one. Yep. Oops, too many buttons. Yep, there's the second one. One Leopard 1A5 getting 2 side shots on 2 damage Leopard 2A3s. This guy's the hero. This guy is the absolute hero. Cluster jet being redirected due to some that last second heroics, like I said, by that 1A5, and I end up having to actually evacuate him, although I should have bombed over here on this guy, as he's getting ever closer to my CV, and I believe at this point he does surrender, as we're up 500 points going into the last 5 minutes of the game. 75% of the points have been scored. Leopard 2A3 is heavily damaged, but excuse me, not heavily damaged, lightly damaged. Cluster jet coming in, try to change that. Jaeger squad trying to change that, but they're just not up to spec in that regard. Cluster coming in, does not entirely kill it. 3 health left. He could have easily taken out my infantry CV, and you'll see I did retreat this to only go up +3 in the middle. But that's just, with 3 minutes left, it's not enough. It's just not enough. Had to have done more. All these Pioneer squads, not enough. Minor victory for us, but quite a pivotal one, as Darkblades was ranked 35, and on our climb here, we were around 120, 130 yesterday before we played that one. I think I'm in the low hundreds now, at 105 after some nice victories. Yeah, we can take a look at some of the kills and losses here, some of the impressive units. Quite a bit of damage being done by some of these, quite a bit to go around from everybody. Some F4Fs for the iHawk. Like I said, this was the MVP right here. The Leopard 1A5 that side-shotted 2 damage Leopard 2A3s. What a guy. So yeah, that's it. I don't know how I won that, honestly. I really don't know. I just kept throwing units at everything and hoping that it stuck. Managed to work it out pretty well. Even with a negative KD, though, it sometimes you just have to grind out your opponent. Yeah, that's all I've got here for this one. If you guys like this, feel free to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up on this. Go ahead and follow my Twitch as well. I'll be streaming on Twitch at least 3 or 4 days a week here now. Probably going to be doing that up a little bit more. Hopefully getting a more consistent schedule in. And yeah, hope to see you guys around. Have a great one. See you later.